And we're live.
All right. What's good, Cornerstoners? My name is Johnny Warbucks, and here once again with a brand new episode of the Rapper's Corner. With me, as always, is the crew. I've got Sir Puffalot over here. I got Kalishnikov Red. All right. And our guests today are coming out of Baltimore, Maryland, Madera, California. They're a unique duo of East meets West joining forces for the first time ever, right? So what are y'all names? Where you from? What do y'all do?
My name Word, so I'm from Baltimore City, east side to be exact.
Peace Word. Peace
Big
Baltimore.
City Stacks, California, West Coast all day.
West Coast all day, born and raised, or travel over?
I travel, but West Coast all day.
All day long. Okay. Real quick, man, is it Hennessy or 1800?
It's Don Julio in Hennessy.
Or Don Julio. So I put that in my parentheses too, man. I was like, either 1800 or Don Julio, right? So it's tequila all day, yeah?
Yep.
Now, Stacks, you more of a Hennessy guy or what?
Stacks?
No, Stacks.
What?
Stacks is more of a Julio, Don Julio, but Word, you more of a Hennessy person. What up?
Man, I pretty much drink anything.
Yeah. I drink everything. I'm on everything, yeah. Yo, it's time and place for all of it, man. Okay. So give me this, man. Why don't you break down your names for us real quick? Word, Big City Stacks. How those names come to be? What do they represent?
So for mine, when I was a kid, my brother gave me the name like Wordplay. You know, when I first started as a kid, because I ain't had no name. So I'm like, what you think my name should be? He said Wordplay. I got old enough. And, life started life. So I was like, no, I'm just going to take that play part off. I don't feel like I'm playing anymore. So I just kept that and I just kind of ran with it.
Yo, I like that, though. Yeah, we're playing and just, that's how it always goes, right? Like you have like some long version of the name and then you just kind of shrink it down and just like this is
I've had so many names.
Yeah, we've had
so many names. We've all had so many names. But the evolution is what it is. Go ahead. So let me know about Big City
Big City Stacks.
Like, how's that come about?
So my name has a long history, right? Growing up in California, growing up in the streets, growing up a hard life. I've always chased money. Always chased money. But I've actually, you kind of migrate from the street side as you get older and you get into that professional side. And I just happened to pull a lot of good jobs, like really good jobs.
Nice.
So just known for chasing the bag.
Get the bag, yeah? Yeah, man.
Yes,
it sounds
sir.
both of y'all, man. It's just like the occupation entrepreneur, man. Just steady building, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, so what about this? So East meets West, right? It's a dope concept. It's truly unique, I think, as I don't believe that anyone's ever kind of done what y'all have done in hip hop.
At least with male and female.
Well, not even just male and female, right? Like this is male and female and East Coast and West Coast combined, right? So it's like all of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really.
I think that's what's really dope about it. I'd like to talk about that a little bit, like kind of how y'all linked up and sort of formulated the concept.
So we've been new of each other.
Yeah.
We just hadn't worked together at that point, but
well, we did because I was hosting events that you were performing at.
But it wasn't like music wise. I mean, it was music.
Yeah. You were performing. I was just host.
So it was a Cat Williams concert. I ran into her.
Get fucking out of here. That's crazy.
And that's why, because Cat Williams came here and I ran into her or whatever. And, we just kind of chopped it up for real. So just on some catch up type stuff. Then we was kicking it one day, and that's when I played this beat. And she came up with this fire hook, as she always does, right? That's when we just kind of ran with that. And then we just kind of came up with the concept. We wanted to do something that nobody never done, especially a male and female, and bring kind of two worlds together because our childhoods was a little similar. You know what I mean? But it was just in two different places. So even though, she was over West Coast, I'm over East Coast, we both knowing what we doing, it's still, a different little vibe for both of us.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But at the same time, the same vibe for both of us to where it's though it can clash and we can relate. Not clash, but it can blend and we can relate. to each other and come up with common ground type top bass and really put something together dope. So that's kind of like the short story of it.
That's very cool.
So real quick question. The like how did you guys like? Is this like a one-time project? Are you guys a group, or is this like you guys gonna have more of like this East Coast West Coast thing? Like, are you guys solo artists aside? Like,
Word's got like 5 projects under his belt.
okay, see, I didn't know if it was with like
yeah. Dax is breaking out, right?
Okay,
Right. So I've been doing hip hop for a long time, but like I said, my career has always leaded me to where I gotta, get the for sure money. Not saying hip hop isn't for sure, but you know what I mean? Bills don't stop, right? So hooking up with him and just hanging out, like it just kind of brought this inner beast that I've always had in me. And we're just ready to go. We're actually already starting writing for the album. I'm actually starting to write for my own EP.
Dope. So we're building
two other albums we're working on right now.
So like in the future, we would see like another project with you guys together as well as you guys separately doing your own thing. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
That's cool. Hey, I'm curious, where are you guys at right now? Are you in Baltimore or California?
No, we're actually in Seattle.
You guys are in Washington. What up?
Yeah, we're in Seattle.
Okay.
That's a dope ass city, man. I've been there a couple of times. Seattle's dope.
Oh wow.
Is there a reason why? I mean, because like
word. I mean, aren't you like also like? Didn't you go like from Baltimore, like plant down in like Oregon or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. So I went from Baltimore to Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, Portland. That's right.
Seattle, Washington.
Man.
Okay.
Just a nomad, dog. Why are you traveling like that, man? We trying to find a way.
Because Baltimore, I didn't want to be here no more, just because all the stuff I was into is bad. So I went to Portland, and Portland, I really wasn't used to West Coast. So, I kind of wasn't feeling it like that. So I was like, all right, maybe it's just me and I'm being biased.
He's a hater.
So I went to Seattle, and it was pretty cool. Minus it raining all the time.
Why is it raining all the time?
So, see, like I've been to California. I've been to New York. Well, we're from DC or like this area, but both sides historically have a beautiful thing with hip hop. I mean, I write just recently now. This cat Egyptian Lovers coming through.
Oh yeah, shout out to Egyptian Lovers.
And he's old school West Coast, one of the founders, like back in the day, like when Ice-T was doing Colors and stuff like that. Like, so this is he's coming here, and we met up with DJ Kool Herc, the East Coast cat, and it's a beautiful thing to see like what you guys are doing, because like I said, both sides have beautiful music. I mean,
well, you know what's cool is that since you guys are in Seattle, I mean that's a great place for music. I mean, I don't know if you guys are
like
playing.
The birth of grunge came from out there, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's a music city for sure.
You guys listen to other genres outside of hip hop or get into other stuff?
I do.
Yeah, what else do you get into?
So my favorite genre, believe it or not, is classic rock.
Classic rock. Yo, we're fucking heads.
See, we're the Doors, Pink Floyd.
Right.
Hey, we see the Beavis and Butthead T-shirt.
I almost wore my Pink Floyd tee.
Yeah, that's so.
We see the Beavis and Butthead.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool.
So, like, I mean, whenever we write, like, that seems to kind of always kind of jump in there, man. There'd be like little one-liners where we're just sliding in something that references like classic rock, right? Because a lot of that stuff was wax poetic, real like cerebral shit.
And me as a producer too, like I think it's important to have an ear of all different types of music. I mean, my boy Sir Puff is also a producer, but we both have a good ear and we both listen even to international music. You know what I mean? Like,
got so much stuff out there,
just
man.
everything. Like, so.
Hey, I got a question for Word.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because when you guys were chatting up a little bit before you guys met, and you were playing a show and she was hosting an event, right? Were you making music together shortly after that time and before, how long had you been making music? And Big City Stacks, were you making music before while you were hosting back in the day, or did it somehow come after you met him, after you met Wxrd?
So during that time, I was already making music because it was actually an album release party.
Dope.
That she was hosting. So, and even back home, I was still making music. I was like still recording. You know, I just didn't put nothing out. Like on spot, like on the major platforms at that time. But when I came to Portland, that's when I started actually putting stuff like out, trying to actually make, I mean, take it to another level for real. So yeah, I've been doing actually like recording music professionally in like a more of a professional studio since 2012, 2014.
Wow.
Okay, wow, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. Been a lot of live performances too, man. You got a stage presence out there, dog. Like we be seeing all that stuff on social media and everything. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then Big City Stacks, tell us, how did that? What about you? How long have you been making music? When you were hosting, were you already making music, or did that come later? Or was it?
So I've been making music off and on because I'd always get people asking me, that the people that knew me, that knew I could flow, if I wanted to feature in something. But my own projects, never, ever, ever. When me and Wxrd got in the studio, or Wxrd and I got in the studio to start doing this EP, I hadn't been in a studio in 10 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow.
It's like riding a bike though, ain't it? Like, I mean, every setup is a little different, but like, you kind of get in there with your headphones and do your thing, you know?
Right.
That's impressive, though. That's impressive. After 10 years, you're still rocking it.
That's legit.
I got a follow-up question to that. So, because like I want to host events as well, right? And like it's I mean, I don't really know how to put it out there. Maybe if you can give me some advice, like real quick, just like what kind of stuff did you use to put your event out there? Like were you going like guerrilla street team, putting flyers out there, doing it online? Like, how were you hosting an event? Like, how were you getting people to come to your events, basically?
How would I get people to come? So most of the time, I was not the promoter. So that really wasn't my job, as far as getting people to come. So they got or you know what I mean? Because sometimes a lot of them, the artists, they do a buy-in. They might have to sell 10 tickets or 10 guests. Whether they sell them or they give them away. You're responsible for 10 people coming. That type thing. But as far as the hosting itself, when I first started, I just literally flooded people's inboxes on social media. And I was sending just little snippets of me on stage. Because as you guys can see, like, I'm loud by nature.
Yeah.
I like to talk and I like to interact, and I'm a people person. So getting out there with the microphone in between sets and interacting with the audience and stuff, it was just natural for me.
That's cool. So like, thank you. I didn't know the promoter thing, so that put me in a good direction. You know what I mean? Thank you for that advice, for reals. But yeah, so like, I'm excited to like hear more stuff from you guys, as well as the stuff that you guys, I've heard the stuff you guys have now, which is good. But I mean, I like, you have like a certain amount of album like or projects in mind, or
trajectory.
Yeah, like, you guys want to just keep going, or is it going to be volume 2, volume 3?
See how it go, or whatever.
Yeah. What about that? Is it Bet Money or BET Money Entertainment?
Yeah, Bet Money Entertainment, man.
So,
tell me about it.
Your first question. We definitely gonna do an album, like a follow-up album.
Okay, cool.
And then me and her talked about it actually, and we kind of was going to use like the album to kind of set up at least one album of mine and then one album of hers, and then like come back, then pick something else out, at least another EP. So we got a couple more things we definitely gonna do together.
Oh, that's what's up. That's cool.
And you're gonna hear like different sounds. So the EP is more so like street and hood, whatever you wanna call it.
Real street talk.
And the album gonna be kind of revolved around the same thing, but it's gonna be a lot more different sounds, and like she gonna be singing more. I'm gonna be
Dope, dope, dope.
harmonizing more.
Dope,
The beats is gonna be more. We got one song called "The Struggle." That's like a lot more southern sounding. Like it's a UGK type beat.
Yeah, okay,
You
okay,
feel
okay.
me? So it's gonna, and I'm gonna be harmonizing. She gonna be singing. So it's going. You know what I mean? So we got like some different sounds coming with the album.
That's what's up.
Yeah, even some of the material I've been hearing online, man, there's like there's like that hint of that Midwest and that Southern in there, man. Like it come through for sure. So look, this is the first time y'all been on this podcast with us, and many blessings for y'all being here today. But from what I understand, this is also isn't like your first rodeo with radio. Am I right? Like the streets talk, right? Streets talk.
Right.
What's up with that? Huh? So you do a little radio show or what?
I did. So I did radio here in Seattle for 3 years, a little over 3 years.
That's vicious.
Did a podcast as well.
What's
so
up.
It was fun. It was fun. So I'm definitely not a stranger to this at all.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
That's what's up.
Sneaking it in, man. Well, what about this one? I mean, this is another question for you, I think, a little bit. See, I used to work at this distillery up here in VA, right? And one of my managers, shout out to Kicks, whatever. But she owns and absolutely loves French Bulldogs, man.
Nice.
What's the story behind Big City Bullies?
That literally just came up out of the blue.
That's
literally
crazy.
Out of the blue, and I didn't just get one; I got two. So it was super crazy. Just talking with someone, seeing the success in it. But then I've also always I used to hate dogs. I used to hate animals when I was growing up. My mom didn't like animals, so we grew up in an animal. No animals in the house except fish and roaches, right?
Yeah, fish and roaches.
Uh,
That's an album right there. Fish and roaches.
It really is. But never could have them. And then it's like, okay, I'm an adult now. I want a dog. I know I don't want a big dog. And
Yeah,
I can make some money and love them all at the same time.
Dude.
Nice.
All right, let's run it.
Nice.
$8,000 later.
Wow, man.
Damn.
Dude, that's crazy, man. How long you been doing that, dude?
Not even 6 months.
That's crazy. It's just like another thing.
It is. Because I'm always the one to take a chance.
I love it, man. I love it. Entrepreneur for real.
I try to be.
Can we take a moment to real quick to also speak on the legend himself, DJ Shotty P, man? What's up with what's up with that dude, man? Is he like your house DJ? Is he working with y'all?
We wish.
With this project?
We wish.
So he ain't our house DJ.
Yeah.
But however, a lot of, if not all, of the EP.
Oh, yeah. He's 90% of the EP.
At least 90. Like if it's like what, 5 songs on there? So he's at
5, maybe
least
6. We don't know.
Yeah, he's at least 4 or 5.
He's 5.
songs, off the EP. So I mean, it was one of them things where we were just searching for beats, and we so happened to like one of his beats. So we went on his page and was like, oh, let's see what else he got. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, this one dope too. Oh, hold up, this one dope too. Hey, bring them. You know what I mean? So and then he had a deal that was like what, buy one get one free.
I think it was buy 2 get 1, or it was
buy
something.
2, but he had a deal. So we was like, all right, look, the beast is dope. We just want to see if we can find anything else for this deal, and that'll take care of the whole EP right there. We're gonna work smarter instead of harder.
Do you think that you might? Do you think that you might use them in the upcoming projects later down the road, or you think you guys are gonna go a different avenue?
Oh, definitely. We already picked out like at least 10 beats.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up. Yeah. I for me it's always cool just to listen to the group do their thing. The producer, like when you got like
rapper and the DJ.
Yeah, like it's cool when you got different producers in the project. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's different. It's cool on a different level when you got like the in-house, the same guy doing the same music, because it's like you guys are like a family type shit.
There's also just like a cohesive storyline going from the beginning of the record to the end, and like there's a vibe and a sound and a moment in time
right
that occurs when you do single.
It's like it's like a
production,
masterpiece at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
I mean, cats like Nas, multiple producers did the thing and like took it and ran with it. But,
yeah. But now he's stuck with one, and he
well, see, he's gone back to that,
and
right? The rapper and the DJ, like he's been doing that with Hit Boy, yeah.
So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, so no, I think it's really dope that you guys are working with Shotty P. Cat's hyper established, man. Like, he's got a ton of followers online for sure. Like, he's doing his thing. That's dope. That's dope. So you guys are doing about maybe 5 records with him right now. And when you're doing the full album, it sounds like you already got a handful of them, and it might be even more to come. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Shout out to DJ Shotty P, man.
For sure.
So give me a story behind this EP. Y'all are dropping it on February 25th this year, right?
Yeah.
How many songs? I mean, I think you kind of already dropped it, but how many songs? But what can we expect to hear? You got any favorites? You guys gonna leave with a single? Like, talk about the EP a little bit.
Go for it.
So you asked like 3 questions in one. So
yeah, I know. I'm sputtering it all out, man. Yo.
All right. So the story behind the EP is really we were sitting down. We was like, look, we really want to do something that's different. I feel like it's hardly anything new under the sun, right? So we really had to sit down and really think about what was the purpose behind the EP, especially if we was gonna do like interviews and stuff like that. So we really had to sit down and really get this situated. So the story is really, we met up. We was from 2 different places, but kind of live similar lifestyles. So, and we just kind of found the common ground within those lifestyles, and we heard each other flows and like, look, we can kind of actually blend each other flows. We both got flows, and at the same time, we can do something that never been done. And then we went around, we wanted to make sure what we was talking about was factual. So we asked a few people because we couldn't think of anybody that did it like this. So asked a few people.
Did too. I did actual research because I was the one that has to make sure this has never been done.
Yeah, to make that declaration, man. That's a big one. Yeah.
Right. So I dug in, and then we asked some people as well, and everyone's like, no, we can't think of anyone that's ever done this.
I feel like, I've seen brother and sister duos. I've seen legends coming together to do stuff, but but nothing quite like a full-fledged project, and particularly where we got one from one coast and the other. Yeah. So that's what's really dope about it. It's a nationwide threat, and I think that's super hot. What you guys have done here, it's interesting. I can't wait to hear the final project when it releases on February 25th.
Okay.
2024. Yeah.
That's right around the corner, everyone.
It's real quick, man. It's real quick. What about what's up?
What was the second part of your question?
So what I was saying was trying to establish how many songs y'all got.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be about 4 or 5 songs, 5, 6 songs. We really kind of still up in the air because it's the EP. So we wanted to
word is up in the air.
Yo,
I think we should run 5.
5, I agree.
We should run 5.
5.
That's a proper EP, 5 songs, right? So maybe like an intro, outro kind of thing, make it 7 songs.
Right.
So why an EP and not an album? Like,
well, we wanted to really build anticipation.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
always, we both is actually always thinking about what's next. So, it's like a step A, step 1, step 2, and we wanted to really build anticipation for the album out.
Yeah.
So, and we just wanted to make sure, the EP does that, and that's far it is.
That's why I can see why you would want 4.
Yeah, because we were talking 6. That's why I brought up the question. I was like, well, now we're like starting to get a little.
Yeah, you already get.
But no, that's cool. Like, so you're building up. That's actually wise, and generally that's good practice. With making
a lot of acts have done it before. First one that came to my mind when I was listening to it, Bone Thugs and Harmony did that, right? They did. They creep on to come up and then they drop the 99.
You're right.
What I mean?
You're right.
They they made their. But I mean, they had albums before that, but when they came out, as
You know,
far
also today, people like actually really enjoy that. It does get them super excited because, I mean, it's not enough. All of a sudden, I need some more. You know,
Well,
when are they coming out with the album next time? Are they gonna have another EP or they're gonna have an album?
where's the album?
well,
Drop
let
the
me
album.
Drop the album.
let me ask you a question that pertains to this, but a little bit off, right? What do you guys think of streaming services? Like, do you think that like the situation, because a lot of artists nowadays, like I follow, for instance, they'll be like, no, I don't want to put like my EP out on the streaming. I want to just keep it on like a hard copy, like a vinyl or CD or whatever, right? And then once the album comes out, to put it in the streaming service, or vice versa, because a lot of these artists are like, well, nah, like we're not really getting paid that well through streaming. So like, what are your guys? Is this affecting how you guys like do your
I guess, a
industry?
good question to ask is, are you guys you guys are we're probably guessing. Well, tell us, are you putting it on streaming platform or are you also making hard copies or both? One or the other. That's
Both.
both.
You're gonna do both. They will be on streaming.
Yep.
What's the name gonna be on streaming services?
East meets West, I believe. We're
East,
gonna
East
run
meets
with.
West, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the EP.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Super dope, super dope. We'll be on the lookout for it, man. Is it gonna also be on streaming services on the 25th? Or are you guys trying to press first and sell, and then get it out there?
We're gonna
I'm
put
gonna
one
let
on that
I'm gonna
plaque
let
on the back.
Word handle most of that. So I don't know what direction he hasn't talked to me about what direction he wants to take with that. So we haven't finalized anything.
Yeah, word. Okay.
I already see the vinyl back there. It's already there.
Right.
Yeah, these are plaques on it right there.
Yeah. Gotta turn them different colors, man. We gotta get some silver.
I know. I literally
gold,
thought about painting them silver, literally.
But, so to answer your question, I think we're gonna I mean we're gonna discuss it because like you said, nothing has really been finalized about that specific avenue, but most likely it'll be out on the 25th on the streaming platforms.
Okay.
I do think like I agree both ways. Like I ran into people that kind of was like, I don't think you should put it out, on streams because then people can basically listen to it for free. You want to get paid doing it, and I think it's the way you can get paid for the streams. Maybe not for that. Maybe not from that specific platform. Like you put it on Spotify, you get pennies on the dollar, just like YouTube.
Yeah.
However,
Every
if
platform.
you do your homework and you handle business correctly, you still got things like ASCAP, BMI. You still
Yeah.
can use that streaming platform to promote your music for shows where most of the money at anyways. Which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the main goal is to get $50,000 for a show. So you made 50,000 in 30 minutes type thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we definitely going. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards.
Yeah, I mean, no, you use both
streaming.
weapons. I mean, why not, right? Like, your arsenal should be full of weapons. So if you got, the streaming and you got the hard copies, use them. I think, but it's just I'm starting as an artist. I'm starting to see a lot of pushback now. Sometimes with streaming, and it's like, it's starting to affect the way I think about distributing my own stuff as well. Sometimes I'm like,
It's a double-edged sword. It's an
Yeah.
easy way to get it out in front of people, and
but at the same time, it's so
pennies to the dollar.
yeah. It's just
And we're
guess
feeding a bigger machine. at the
yeah.
end of the
I
day,
guess
too.
as time goes by, we'll see how that affects artists as well because and especially with AI. I mean, we're going into a new generation of music, guys, and it's kind of weird because I've been online and I can hear like music from Big Pun on a Mobb Deep song and it was never done. Now it's being done, and who's getting the money? I don't know. So this is
Right.
I feel like the music industry is starting to the music. I wouldn't even call it industry. Just the music is starting to shift somewhere, and I don't know where it's going. Like as an artist, what do you guys think about that kind of stuff? Like
Agreed. We were actually talking about a couple specific artists. Don't want to name them because it's going to throw them under the bus or whatever. Would we do? Would we work with them? just because they're hot, even though we consider the music to be trash.
Right.
You know?
Yo, let's yeah. Listen, man. Sometimes that happens, dog. You know, I've got records where I'm just on it so I could put my verse somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
sometimes that's what it is. And I have people come at me. I'll play a record for them, and they'll be like, "Yo, you need to up your caliber of collaborations." And I'm like, "Nah, man. I mean, clearly I'm outshining, dude. like this is an opportunity for me to be out there for your little circle, and that builds off of that, right? But like, yeah, it's tough, right? Like sometimes
it's give and take.
But that's music, though. Sometimes you don't fuck with stuff, but you know, you still got to shake hands. You know, chop it up with people that maybe you don't get you wouldn't necessarily imagine yourself getting along with in like another world or another setting, right?
And you know,
I feel like
that
because money comes into play too, right?
Money's a big money talk.
If somebody pays you, like, if you're not a fan of a bigger artist, right? But everybody loves this artist.
Yeah.
And this artist come to you and say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you,
whatever amount of
money."
Like where we record
was the prime example of what I'm talking about. When all the controversy, is when I did my research, Kodak didn't really want to do it.
Yeah.
From my perception, but he got paid $1 million for it. So, you know, and then the backlash came of who 6ix9ine is and whoop. But at the end of the day, he got paid $1 million for. I would have did it too, no matter whether I like you or not. You know,
I mean,
the song was trash. My verse ain't trash, and I got paid $1 million.
But yeah,
for it,
not to mention, like over the money, it's still, you know, it's content. I guess content's such a big thing today. You know what I mean? Like you put your shit anywhere, everywhere. You just put your shit out there because you're branding yourself, right? So you got to put your content out there no matter what it is. And the more content you have, it's like yesterday I went to go record, you know, a prior guests because it's content. Everything's content. So it's a new world, man. At least for me, because I'm a little bit like I stuck on the kind of old school ways. I mean, I got my turntable over there. You know what I mean? Like, so like I got my crate right here. So. I'm a little bit on the old school sense, but it's a merging of the two time frames because how you do business in today's time is very different than how it was back then. You know, like you can have music programs on your phone, like that's an app. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we didn't have that.
So you guys, if you guys got either one of you, Big City Stacks and or you got if like Puffy came tomorrow. It was like, hey guys, and I picked him because
Puffy ain't nothing today, man. Like,
well, I know. I'm just saying, I'm picking him because people like really angry at him all the time. I'm just saying, like, if someone, I don't know if you guys like him or not, but like a lot of people hate him right now, right? So like, if he came to you, he was like, I'll pay you guys $1 million to jump on a track. Would you say yes to him, or would you want to not be like associated with all the
word is like, what are you setting me up?
Look at your face.
Well, I mean, he might be looking at Word a little funny. You know what I mean?
Yo, he might be looking at Word a little funny.
I mean, I would keep my distance, but I would definitely do it and get the money.
Because he's the one to jump for the money. I'm the one to think it out.
Okay. Look, man, I mean, look, Nas on the record mentioned Uchi Wally Wally, right? And he got a lot of flack for that record, but that record was a platinum
classic.
Record. That he made a shitload of fucking money off of that. And so that's what he said. He said people hate on me for dropping Uchi Wally. Well, I got paid for Uchi Wally Wally, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, it's funny. I don't know why, but I feel like I keep referencing dude on the show today. But, like, it's just, yeah, sometimes you just, the bag, you know, that money does talk, man. I mean, to what extent? I think Word kind of put it on the nail is like, yeah, you
keep your distance.
You know what I mean? Like I'm here for this music. With Puffy or than that, man. I bounce right the fuck out. I don't need the million that bad, you know. Like, so,
oh man,
yo,
that's funny.
It's not necessarily selling souls, but but very often, sometimes you're shaking hands and working with devils. That shit happens.
Right.
But it's just the way the business is, man. What about you know, before we go into like, you know, kind of checking out some of your snippets to kind of get an idea here. What about musical influences? What kind of artists have kind of tapped into you, or did you grow up listening to that you kind of feel like is kind of leaning out into the music today kind of thing?
For me, I've been rocking with E40 before Federal.
That's so funny, man. Our last guest was
So
big for Fonzarelli fan too.
yeah, so definitely a lot of influence. He has a lot of my rap style has a lot of his influence.
I can
For
hear it with
sure.
like some of your pitch changes and like how you sort of like inflect certain words and stuff. Like it definitely gets some of that Bay Area vibe to it. I can pick that up. Yeah.
Right. And also like Missy Elliott for sure.
Shout out, that's one of our Virginians right there. That's us right there.
Right.
Yeah, we love Missy.
That's us. That's
we
us.
love what Missy has done. We love what Missy represents, and we love what Missy has done.
Sorry to interrupt. Where in California you from?
From Madera.
Okay.
A little country town.
All
right. Oh, cool. I got family in East LA. That's the only place that I've really been in. So I yet have to visit many parts of California.
When I go to LA, we don't drive through the east side.
Yeah. I know.
LA, man, that was a fucking crazy time to be driving through. Like
for sure.
What about so Madera? Is that give me a regional aspect of Cali? Where is that? Is that further north?
It's basically Northern Cal.
They
claim to be the Bay now.
Oh, word. Okay. Is there any notable acts or any other kind of entertainment aspect characters that we would know coming out of there?
Yeah, and I have it on the tip of my tongue. There's a guy out of Fresno that's getting somewhere right now that you probably know of. I can't think of his name off top.
Okay.
But I'll definitely send you some stuff after the show, just so we're on the same page.
That's what's up. That's what's happening. Yeah, we'd love to check it out, man.
And what about you, Word? What about you? You got who's your peoples?
Man, mine's Boosie for sure.
Bougie.
Okay.
Boosie. Yeah, he was kind
I
of.
can hear that shit in your music, dog. Like, I can definitely hear that.
Yeah. Wait. What else did you say?
I say Boosie, Gotti growing up. Like all the older kind of down south, and East Coast rappers for real.
You like Scarface?
I do. I definitely do. Yeah. And the whole Face Mob.
Yeah,
Face Mob was dope.
Yeah,
I heard you mention UGK earlier. Yeah.
UGK.
I like a lot of the Texas sound. I love the Texas sound.
Big on that Texas.
Yeah, I mean, I like everywhere. Everybody's got their own thing, but Texas, it's unique. You know what I mean? It's
T.I.
T.I.
I was a big fan growing up.
Hey, T.I., man, I heard some real cool stuff from him, man. I can't remember the name of the song right now, but it's like about like Martin Luther King or something like that.
Yo, he had one album where he just kind of went socially conscious, political and shit. Yeah. That album was fucking fire.
No, I do like him.
T.I.'s nice, man. He's one of the tops. He's one of the tops for sure.
Jeezy I was a big fan of Jeezy. Like that whole era, like T.I., Jeezy, Gotti, Boosie, like Webby. You feel me? That whole
Webby
era of kind of like the Southern 50 Cent. I was a big fan of 50 growing up too.
So G-Unit and all them, yeah.
So real quick question, man.
You're probably more Young Buck than you are like Lloyd, right?
50. Oh yeah, then Lloyd Banks. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I'm definitely come on, man. I'm definitely more like about my Lloyd Banks, man. Buck is cool though.
Quick question though for Word. What time frame were you in Baltimore at? What years?
My whole life. I came to Portland like 6 years ago.
Okay.
But previously, I just went from Baltimore to Portland.
So
I was born and raised in Baltimore.
Wow.
So being born and raised in Baltimore, I'm sure you probably I'm assuming here. Have you heard of Bmore house music?
Yeah. It's pretty, that's what people label it as, but it's pretty much club music. It's pretty much that.
Because I mean, I love it. I love it, man.
It just don't go nowhere. It just kind of like it don't go nowhere.
It needs to stay where it's at.
Fuck that about Go-Go, right? Like Go-Go be like that too.
For us, Go-Go is that it stays there, but I feel like I could flow to that house. Like
that was always a debate though. Which is better, Go-Go music or Baltimore house music?
I
that was always a big debate.
I say
Nah.
Baltimore. I say Baltimore.
Nah, man, I'm gonna say go.
Nah,
I'm
I
gonna
say
say go.
Baltimore.
I ain't trying to
I
disrespect
like
my
making go-go
parents,
beats
but
all day. So I've never made Baltimore house before, but
there's
now
something
I'm
about being
curious.
in
I
the
gotta go
city
try
and you
it.
can hear that shit, man. Like you hear go when you're walking around in the city. Dude.
Yeah, and no, go is
And
good.
so it's a vibe.
Go
you know
is
what
good,
I mean?
but I feel like
I hear what you're saying, where it's just kind of go nowhere though. Like just that's funny.
I'll make Be More House go somewhere, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember visiting DC because it's so close.
Yeah.
So, Baltimore often go to DC to party. DC don't come to Baltimore that much.
No.
But Baltimore often
Nah,
go.
DC don't come out there. Yeah. I tell you what, that
We
waterfront, man,
often
is
go to
kind of nice
DC.
though. You guys got some shit out there, man. But
So, when I went, I like go-go music though. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not nothing I would turn off if it came on. Just ain't nothing I would put on. But
yo,
ain't nothing I
throw
would turn
that
off.
shit on.
What did you play in the car that day? And I was like, what the hell is this?
That was like some New Jersey
House?
Yeah, it's New Jersey club, but house music. I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah.
That was very
Jersey,
different.
man. What is that like? Naughty? Get a little naughty by nature.
Naughty
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go. We're gonna head that direction.
But no, it's cool, man. It's cool because when I even when heads around here, and I'm like, yo, if I bring out Be More House, they're like, what is that? And so it's cool. Like at least
it's an East Coast thing.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know, because I feel like more connected to Philadelphia, Baltimore, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, that kind of culture than I do to this culture. Even though this culture is still pretty good, but a little bit, man. I'm not feeling like that. Yuck. You know what I mean?
Come on.
No,
it's all good though. It's all good though, man.
I actually got a question to bring up here because I do want to share your music pretty soon, and at least little snippets he gave us. I think a good question to ask is: are you going to lead this EP with the single?
We are.
Yeah.
We are. We're gonna drop Fair Exchange. We're
Fair
actually
Exchange,
shooting that video next week.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna come. You guys you got a music video you're doing with it too? Yeah.
Yep.
Dope. That's gonna be on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
As
you should send those. Yeah, the link, and then we'll put it.
As soon as that comes out, send it to us, and we'll happily distribute it as well on our pages too. Yeah. So whenever you guys
appreciate you.
And the same goes. The same goes with you guys later down the road. You know what I mean? If you guys dig this episode and want to come back, and once you have other stuff, you're always more than welcome. You guys are part of the family now, so you guys are more than welcome to come whenever you guys want to showcase anything new or anything else after today. So yeah,
that's
just
what's up. Thank you.
I also got another question. That whole East meets West is a really cool concept. Are you guys planning on doing any kind of merch for it, making some apparel or anything like that? That'd be kind of.
That is a good concept. Yeah.
East meets West logos and shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, are you gonna make shirts or anything like that?
Yeah, we're definitely got a couple ideas, brainstorming them right now. So, I got all this costs money, right? Going to the studio, beats, everything. So definitely in our plans. Got a couple, like I said, got a couple little mock-up logos or whatever together, just haven't finalized anything.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you guys do end up touring because of this album, and you guys do come to the East Coast, you guys are always, we can always chill here. Once if you guys hit DC or whatever area, we can chill and hang out or whatever. So yeah, man, hopefully you guys do come. Hopefully you guys do tour. Hopefully you guys do get good money from all this album work that you
man, they already got it up on the wall, man. It's
already there, man.
Writing's on the wall.
They manifest that
word for word.
Manifest.
Come on. Yo, so is this all going under Bet Money Entertainment? Is that what's up with BME, man? What is that?
As far as what we doing, this is gonna be more of a collab type thing. So it's not just gonna be because the Bet Money Entertainment, that's mine.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? And this whole project is us. So I don't wanna, kind of pit everything over me like that or under me like that. And kind of, especially when you get to doing the BMI, you know what I mean? It's just the business side of it. I feel like that will be kind of counterproductive. So we going to join everything together. It's not going to be just a Bet Money Entertainment, but Bet Money Entertainment is still going to be mine, so it's still going to be represented in it.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
That's cool, man. That's mad respect. You
We're,
guys are working hard, and
we're excited to hear it, man.
yeah.
I think it's interesting. We got this, this East and this West, and it's now starting to kind of come together because we get some of the Southern stuff here. We got some of this countryside stuff here, and we're listening to some of the music. There's definitely like this underlying, like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's like Southern bounce or anything like that, but there is this like almost like South Midwest kind of thing. It's almost like you guys are on two different coasts, and then y'all met together right here. You know what I mean? It's just interesting. At least from what I've
That's
heard.
Shorty P.
Yeah, and that's Shorty P's work, right? Oh, is he from the South?
He's from the South.
All right. Well, that explains it a lot, yo. Okay. Yo, that's funny.
Me and her do have like similar tastes in beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By her being West Coast, she still go to her West Coast beats sometimes. But I like West Coast beats though. So
I love West Coast beats.
Even on that, we still kind of come together and find common ground. So it's like the beats is never like, oh no, I don't like this, I don't like that. We rarely be like, but it's never like I don't like it. It's more so like, it's all right, but I think we can do better type thing. You feel me?
Okay.
So, so that's
together we do really good on fast paced beats.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So just making sure that the beat is hyphy and just brings that vibe that everybody like that Little John era. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Some of the cats at Wxrd was just mentioning for real. Like I pick up all of it. Yeah. That's a vibe. It's gonna be a fun album. It sounds like it's gonna be something that people can vibe to and they can actually, party to. That kind of thing. Are you thinking? I know that we're talking about some more real street talk. That's kind of the idea of what you're bringing it back to, that sort of street hip hop sound. But you're also, is that going to kind of be the thematic of sort of the content in its core? Is that more street shit, or are we talking it's going to be more about like that club element? Like what's going on there?
I think it's gonna be a mix of both.
Yeah.
Because it is gonna be like a lot of street music, but at the same time, I feel like if you played it in the club, it will bring the streets in the club. So it would be like she just said, like a Lil Jon bounce where back when when Lil Jon B.I.B. like it's hypey, it's club music, but you still, you know what I mean? Nothing buck type.
It's more like for me, it's very I make it the connection to like tear the club up. You know what I mean? Like that kind of it's you're in the club, but you're like it could be like boom, boom, boom if you go wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's cool. It's got that energy. It's got that.
Shit,
I dig it, man. I dig it. Like we were just saying, sort of has like a 3-6 Mafia feel to it too.
Not with all the horrorcore elements to it, but like definitely that sort of a little bit of that, like a little bit of that Lashat there. I was hearing
that bounce.
It's about the rhythms and the way that you're pitching stuff.
And I feel like that's another thing that don't nobody do no more. Like don't nobody really like people will have club music, but it's not real. Like people don't really bring the street element into the club like that no more.
Not as content driven. It's just very straightforward. Like we're here to have this party. Like I
like the energy you guys bring, especially these clip hits that we bring here. Man, you guys.
We should get down on those clip hits.
Puff, how many we got there? We got like 2, and they're like little, like this. Chef's kiss right here. We've already just give you a little something here. What do we got? What do we?
We have 2 YouTube, 2 Facebook clips.
These are reels, yeah.
These are coming soon. Little clip hits to.
Little here's what to expect. Here's what to expect.
Yeah. We do have those. But per you guys' request, if you guys want us to play anything else, that's cool.
I mean, if you guys can play Fair Exchange, you go with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can play that song if you want. I mean, it's up to you guys. That's what we're gonna drop.
Puff, you have access to Fair Exchange?
I do not offhand. If you can somehow do that,
Where's Fair
while I
Exchange?
play.
Where can we
YouTube.
listen to that right now?
YouTube.
No, it's not up anywhere yet.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I emailed that one, but I probably
Uh,
didn't.
no, you might have to John. I might have not gotten it though, or if he did send it to me, I might have missed it. I'll double check. But I do have the Facebook clips, and one of them
Yeah.
has both of you guys in there, if I'm correct. Yeah, and the other one is our just a really short one, 25 seconds. So which one would you guys like me to start first?
Do the longest one.
Do the longest
Do
one.
the longest one, man. Let's do it.
All right. Share the screen. And then should be this one.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys.
Man.
We got him. We got him.
Amateur hour.
good.
What
We
the hell's
got him.
going
We got
on,
him. We
man?
got him.
People done turn the shit off, man.
Nah, man, this is a live
Just
show.
taking our podcast money, man. Shit.
This is just a live show, man. Come on now. Settle down there, buckwheats.
Buckwheat's fun.
Ain't got no time for pump shit. A bitch ass nigga with little dicks. My circle small, but I search the clip and hit the belt. She does square dance on a bitch. Ain't seen a square bitch. If it ain't down 10 toes, about her motherfucking dough. Feet tired from walking the stroll. Nigga, I don't need no fall damn tramps. I need a stable full of stand up hoes at a hopscotch double dutch dance in the rain, hail, sleet, and snow. Quick to drug a train, smirking their ass on the way to the lake. It's a dancing on the dick and do whatever it takes to run me my shit. 2, 2, 3, they are 15 full body, you man. Straight out your soul from your anatomy, not that life out your brain. We just cold, ain't got no feelings, we don't play no games. Feel like Cali body more, it's a fair exchange.
You been impressed who you disrespectful, I stand impressible. Everything turned digital, nigga shooting more than getting physical. Selling fools, paint visuals, every nigga think he invincible. Hit a nigga with that full body, he work him out like ellipticals. Shit real nothing mythical, hated behavior despicable. Sing, shout, make races, atheists, spray the black guard negative. Talk G, then you ran to a G, wet your ass red crazy. You wing your face raggedy, fuck that fat boy, you cavity.
Yo, both of you guys got a good flow, man. You guys came correct with that the tongue flicking stuff like that. Like a lot of people can't pull that off. That's why I dig it. That's why you saw me bounce in my head, because you guys got that. It's good. I really dig that flow, man. Both of you guys came correct on that. Like no joke.
Thank you.
I think the thing is that a lot of artists, a lot of indie artists, when they're trying to do this tempo, right, they always kind of shorthand some of the words so that they can fit that bar, right?
Right.
You guys have you're articulate. Every word is heard and every word hits.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the energy you
It's
guys.
very clean.
got,
Yeah, that's energy.
bring. Like it's really good energy.
I'm excited
I love
to hear
it.
I'm excited to hear the album, man, because like the projects and everything you guys got
Riding
coming
the whip with that one.
Yeah,
Man.
because that I can ride the yeah, exactly, man. I'm like, yo, I can bump that shit in my whip, man. No, man, I'm glad you guys are doing your thing, man. Mad props to you guys for reals. Like, keep doing it, and I can't wait for the final products, man.
And then
Appreciate you.
It's Fair Exchange. Now we were talking about no. The single that's dropping is Fair Exchange, yeah.
Yep, we're gonna drop that one.
Yo, okay. So that's man, it's just a taste. Damn. Yeah, we can't wait. What do you got right here, Puff?
another little clip it.
Another little clip it. A little clip it.
Clip.
I'm telling niggas where we don't hesitate. Wear the wrong shit in the wrong hood and your ass will get A. Ready to go. Enemy doesn't motherfucking stay. Where we play baseball every day. 3 strikes gets in the way. But I see a face on a milk part on the case on flow. Hey, I'm on the show where we like to play big bang, take low bang. Riding low lows on high spots, big body dip candy pain. Where we pop collars and clock collars and push these rhymes like way.
Flamboyant in the mix. I ain't shit out for the street shit. I don't like feelings, they like money. Shit the bag on
Good in your ass to get A. Ready to go.
Yo, Puff. She was in the middle of saying something. Fuck. Yo, that shit is hot. So this is what okay, Stacks, this is what exactly what I was talking about when you were saying that E40 is you got a lot of influence from him.
Yeah.
This is the clip where I can really hear those like it's the inflections. It's how you like you kind of do these pitches and the hood and milk carton like it's just like these little things that you can pick up where you're like that's the sort of shit that 40 would do.
And I also like this attitude you got.
Oh, I know it's fucking cocky as shit.
Yeah, it's
right?
cocky as shit.
Damn.
Yeah, she's talking her shit.
Yeah,
She's talking her
like
shit.
you can even see it in your face when you flow. You're like, I know I'm doing my shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, it's authentic as fuck.
That's what's up. That's
That's
what's
right.
No,
up.
because when we were in the studio doing that, we always had this little competition who's gonna write the best verse, you know?
Yeah, that's the way to go with a duo, man. You gotta like
Always step up the game, man.
Right. So it was like I just told him I was like, nah, I'm talking Cali shit. I'm about to eat your ass up.
Yeah.
Let me say this. So, after that song, right? I heard how she was coming. You know what I mean? Because I had already written my music. I even went back. You know what I mean? Kind of rewrote my verse. But I was like, you know what? She got this one.
She got this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna let her have this one.
Yo.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna come on the next one.
No, both you guys come correct, man. Like this one, that one, yeah. Both songs, like, yeah, man. I'm really impressed. Like, you know, maybe like down the road, I'll hit you guys up for a collabo or something like that. Because I like
That'd be dope.
I like that flow.
That'd
I
be
like
righteous.
that bounce. You know what I mean? And then you can't find that. It's not easy for people to have that and come correct sound wise. You know, where it's like, oh, I know every word they're saying. You know what I mean? So it's cool, man. It's cool.
Hey, you guys killing it.
And that's
here.
the origin. So that song really, because it's a kind of a like a skit in the beginning, and it really tells like, you know what I mean? I touched down in Cali, hollered at her, you feel me? Then I went back home, but that's when we kind of met off that, you feel me? And we just started rolling from there. So that song really kind of opens up the whole, you know what I mean? The whole avenue that we going down.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yo, it's tight, man. So it's gonna be a dope. It's gonna be a dope little EP. East meets West, February 25th. Yeah.
Yes.
So real quick, because we're gonna get to that wrap up, man. Where can people find you out in the real world, digital world, whatever? Like, where can people find you?
I'm Tasha Stacks on IG and Facebook.
IG, I'm Bet Money Entertainment, the whole thing, all one word, all lowercase. It's long, but Bet Money Entertainment.
No, I love it.
Mind your business.
Is it?
And Facebook is Word Being Me.
Yeah, with the X.
Yeah.
Word with the X, man.
Word with the X, just like
Crossing out the O's, no X's and O's.
Hold up, real quick. I got a quick question. Maybe you explained this a little bit earlier, but I was kind of blizzed, so maybe I missed it. Right? But why the name Bet? Like BET? Why the name Bet?
Instead of Get Money Entertainment, like Bet Money Entertainment, he putting his own money on.
No. Let him answer.
Okay, fine.
Because I'm paying all my money on myself. So we gonna bet money that, you know what I mean, in about
that's cool. I
4
dig
years
it.
maximum, those gonna be gold.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
so we gonna bet money on that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I bet money on that.
No, the only reason I asked is just because, like, you know, over here we say bet. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
I bet
because a
yeah.
lot of people outside of this area don't know bet. You know, like if we're like, I bet. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I was like, I wonder if he's using it because of like the bet. Like, yeah, I bet. Like,
I picked up on it right away.
I was politicking with my homeboys back home in Baltimore. You know what I mean? We was just kind of like, man, you know what I mean? I kind of need something that's like me. So, you know, and then we was just talking about how we grew up and like, man, we always bet money. I'm like, bet.
Yeah, that's
so that was the thing, right? Like, there's a lot of take money, get money, you know, all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my man is saying he's got the racks. He already got it, and now he's putting the money back into himself.
Bet on me. Bet on me.
Yeah, I like
betting on Word. Yeah,
so I'll bet on Bet.
Bet on Bet.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Bet on Bet.
That's what's up, homies. Really glad to have you up on this Junks, man. You guys that come up with any other stuff later down the road, always, you know, come through, hit us up, be like, yo, we got something. you know, like give us a space.
Yeah,
This is
we're
your
always here to
space.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it. All right, so look, man, that's it for another episode of the Rapper's Corner. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share our channel with the real hip hop heads in your life, and be sure to do the same with Big City Stacks, Wxrd, Bet Money Entertainment, Shawty P, The Plug, and East Meets West. Thank you so much for listening, and be sure to cop the EP dropping on February 25th, 2024. And we'll catch y'all later on the next one, y'all. We really appreciate y'all coming out. We really do.
Yeah, man, for real.
For sure.
I know time wise for you guys it's but thank you for real.
Shoot, we tired. We tired, man. Y'all came out here and did the thing, dude. We
You guys
appreciate
are
it.
some soldiers, so thank you. Thank you.